Hey, so someone was asking me, well, why are you so excited about the virtual expos? And the reason I'm so excited is because, look, I've done enough live events to know what it is that you can. Well, first of all, the work that's involved in running an event like this, and the other thing is all the additional expenses attached to that. And then I also know that at the end of the day, you have to work really hard throughout those 2 days. Our expos will normally have been 2 days for you to be able to collect enough names and email addresses to hopefully potentially have a return on investment. So at the end of the day, when you're investing in a booth, you're obviously always in a physical booth. You're always investing a lot more money. You're investing a lot more money because there's more cost attached that we have to pass on. But additionally to that, there's more cost on your behalf. You have to fly there, you have to travel, you need a hotel, you need staff, you need to invest in marketing materials and so on. Now, the difference with a live event versus a virtual is that at the end of the day, people don't walk around with on their foreheads with their social media handles or their email addresses or what they do for a living, which they do in a virtual. And it's down to you to stopping people in your live booth, connecting with them to collect those names and email addresses, either scanning them or asking them for their business card or asking them to write down their email addresses. Or if they're coming to your talk, hopefully that they do approach you and that they do want to fill the order in or they do want to speak to you. That's how you can collect data in a live event. And at the end of the day, you have to work very hard, as I said, in order to do that. And then, as we know, the secret's in the follow-up. Now, let's look at the virtual. So the virtual is a fraction of the investment. There's no travel expenses. You're obviously doing it from the comfort of your home. And I know a lot of people saying, hey, you know what? I've had enough of virtual. Look, virtual is here to stay. I've always wanted to do my events virtual. I've always wanted to run them literally. I wanted to have expos globally, but I wanted to reach more people. I wanted to have tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people connected, not 10, 12, 14,000 as we've had in London. So the fact is that with the virtual, which is here to stay, now the investment's less. We've extended it for 7 days, so we give people more of a time to come and go. Why? Because you can't ask someone to be, hey, my event's for 2 days, you have to be here for 2 days. People have agendas, they've got enough stuff to do and enough things to do. By having it 7 days, people can come and go, can see whatever speakers they want. Because, we've got an amazing lineup of speakers and engaging things for them to do. We'll have things going on in the inspiration zone. We'll have panels. We'll have all sorts of activities that will keep them engaged and entertained. Oh my God, this is happening here today. So that's the whole idea with the virtual expo, is to keep them there for 7 days so they have more time to have a look around at their leisure. Now, the difference is if they're coming to your booth, if they're coming to your virtual booth, you can have your Zoom. So you can talk to them. People can schedule appointments with you to see you at your booth. But you might be at your booth. People might click on it and you're actually speaking at your booth in your Zoom. And people can jump into that Zoom and talk to you. Now, you're already collecting that data. Now, if any time, any moment there's any interaction, i.e. they download your product, your brochure because it's there, or they watch your video, they chat with you or email you, you're collecting data. So you're collecting so much more data. Apart from that, remember, every single contact that is there does have a profile, which there's nothing stopping you in connecting with each and every one of them. There's nothing stopping them connecting with you directly, which is great, which they couldn't do because you might be speaking in your booth and you can't technically speak to them because, hey, you're busy. Now, they can do that. So if you've got a profile, you're doing something that they like, they can connect with you and then you're connecting. There's networking opportunities there as well. But additionally, what I'm saying is you're collecting a lot more information. Within the booth, there's a page for the offer, whatever offer you may have. As I said, that they can download your content. They can contact anyone in your team. They can buy products. So you're collecting a lot more data, 10 times more data as far as I'm concerned. Now, your speaking slot. So if someone is scheduling to see your talk, that is logged. If they don't show up, you still know who they are. Now, you can't do that in a live event because in a live event, as I said, if they haven't reached out to you, you wouldn't know who they were. But the moment they schedule, they want to see your talk, that is registered. Now, if they don't show up, it doesn't matter. You have their details. And if they do show up, you're in your Zoom. So you can interact with them and say, hey, if you put your email here, I'm going to be giving you whatever. And you're collecting, again, more data. We will know how many people are in your room. But guess what? Once you've finished your talk, you recorded it. Now, if you've recorded it, then you can put it back in your slot and people will be able to watch the recording. So if your talk was on a Tuesday and the event's still happening to the Friday, they can come and watch it again afterwards. So look, that can't happen in a live event either. Once you finish speaking, done. We've recorded it, but people won't see it for months. And remember, a lot of the things that we do is we take that talk, we'll create a podcast out of it, we'll put it on the online platform. That's later. But at the event, at the virtual event, I think it's amazing. And then again, I really highlight this. Make sure that you, as a speaker, as an exhibitor, connect, network. because all the other speakers that are there are potential partners, potential JV opportunities for you. So I am very, very excited about the virtual. It's here to stay. People, I actually think that the virtual could probably bring 50 times, 100 times more people to an event that it could. So as an event promoter, I'm very excited about it, but it also gives us that globality. And if you want to get involved, well, where do you want to get involved? Because right now we have virtual expos in LA. We have one in Dallas. We'll have one in Dubai. We're going to have one in London. We're going to have one in Miami, and it's going to keep on going. So there's going to be opportunities for you to be present in all of them. And guess what? Every expo will get better. The same as it happened to us when we did our first event. We went from 3,000 to 6 to 12 to 14,000. This is going to be the same. It's going to grow. So I hope you get involved. I hope you embrace virtuality, because I'm very, very excited about it. And so should you. Take care. See you soon. May the best be with you.